Earth only works because everything lined up just right. But if one thing was off, life wouldn't have existed. But what about this projector? Does it need those perfect conditions? Or is it built to shine anywhere?
Hey, this is CopperCarver, and today we're doing the unboxing and overview of the Govee Galaxy Light Projector 2 Pro. Now, I'll admit that I have not owned any of these Govee Galaxy light projectors. I do think it's a little weird that they went to the Govee Galaxy 2 Pro instead of straight to the 2. Govee kind of does that with a couple of their products. You know, like you had the Govee T3 Lite before you even had the T3. And they're about to come out with the T3 Pro, even though they don't have a regular T3. So I don't know, just some weird things that they do with their names. Even though I can't provide y'all a direct comparison, what I will say is that some of the complaints on the last ones is that they weren't bright enough, that some of the little disc that projects the lights would burn out after some time. From what I understand, there are a lot of improvements on these things. Supposedly it is brighter, it's able to cover a bigger space in your room. This does have matter support. The last one did not have matter support, and I know that this is the 2.1, which is an upgraded level. You know what? Let's just go ahead and open this up. We'll connect it to the app and we'll take a look at the scenes and just see how awesome this is. So we have the projector right here. I am super excited to dig into this. To check this out, see what it's all about. There's one, there's two, and we should just be able to slide it out, just like that. There we go, a little picture of it in the front. From what I understand, this one is black. The last one was white. Here we go, Govee. Explore infinite worlds with Govee Galaxy Light Projector 2 Pro. Little QR code on the back. Oh, look, looks like it's right here. Look at that. I want to be so careful with it. If I can get this out. Oh man, here we go. You know, I will take this out of the package, but I'm gonna set this on the side real quick. Probably just the cables and stuff. So looks like we got user manual right here. We got a cleaning cloth, which will be very important with it being a projector. We have plug, but it does look like it has a USB part in this, so hopefully this can be powered via USB. I'm pretty sure it can be, so that's nice. Right here, looks like we might have the cord right here. Okay, yeah, so we do have a cord, black. Looks like a decent length. And we'll take a look at that here in a bit. Right here, oh, this is metal, whatever this is. I think this goes over the front. I'll be honest, like I said, this is my first one, so I'm kind of learning this with y'all. And then right here, I think are the actual different little screens, little projector screens that you can put in it. So this does have projector screens, but also has built-in lasers and other things like that. Oh man, there we go. Good. A little too reflective from my lights. But yeah, looks like we have some different scenes per se, built-in physical scenes. So there's 8 of these. Each one will be different, and we will take a look at these for sure. That feels sturdy, like you leave them in there when you're not using them, and that'll be nice. That's it inside the box. Let's take this out. Oh man. You know what? I think that was the stand that I was holding earlier. So here it is, right here. Okay, has a little protective cover over it, and there's a screen. We do have some buttons right here. I'm gonna let y'all take a look at that. So we have some buttons right here. Looks like we have power. That looks like a scene button. That's either a laser or brightness. and I play and pause. So this should be able to play ambient noise. I wonder if you can connect and play like regular music from your phone onto it too. Here is the USB input right here for the power. And then I guess that this is a little stand for it, perhaps. Yeah. And then you can just turn it in different directions. See, this just kind of sits like that. Okay. And I'm thinking this part right here, let's slide this off. This right here, I think you push, and it's for the little cartridges right there that you put in to this, and then you just click it back in like that. Huh. Nifty. I love this, guys. This is cool. So we had the 8, oh, it's magnet. The 8 little disc, I guess is what I would call them. 8 little discs that we'll put in there. We'll take a look at each one of those. We'll take a look at the app and see the different configurations that it has. We'll see if this is actually bright enough, guys. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest with if I think it's bright enough. I can see myself maybe using this in the bedroom when I'm listening to music and just laying in bed, or even when I'm in the game room here. And we'll see how it competes with other lights and if it'll still show up well if I were to shine this on the roof when I'm playing some games, maybe playing some Mass Effect or some space game, Starfield. You know, just playing something that this will put me in the zone a little bit more. But yeah, let's go ahead and connect this. We'll power it on, we'll connect it to the app, play through that, and then we'll go through everything else. So in pulling up the Govee app, the first thing I'm gonna do is click plus on the top right. And whenever it pops up, I click add. I short press the device. And after this, it'll have me connect to the Wi-Fi, but I'm gonna skip that part. After connecting to the Wi-Fi, I add the name, and then right here goes over some information. Feel free to pause. The middle dial, you can actually spin to make the image sharper. You'll need to do that depending on how far from the wall. It shows how to put the projector in, and then right here, just some quick information. And here is the main hub right here. You can see you can control the projector. You can control the projector, you can control the speed. You got your stars, which you only have one option of the blue lights. But here you can change whether they fade out towards the perimeter or fade in towards the center. So it does make a big difference doing that. And then over here we got the scenes. I kind of have a complaint about the scenes, which you'll hear about a little later, but honestly the scenes don't really do anything different. They just make the main projector fade in and out at different speeds, or the stars do something slightly different. On share space, I didn't see anything, so I guess you can't use DIYs from older projectors. Under DIY, you should be able to create some stuff though. More, you got timers and everything like that. This is just your basic settings, pairing status. You can connect a phone to play your own music, but I guess that's something scenes do have, as each scene has slightly different music, which you can't customize that. And speaking of music, let's take a look right here. These are the different types of music, which I'll give y'all a taste of that. They're all essentially like soft-spoken nursery rhyme type sounds in my opinion. But you know what? Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the scenes. So what you're about to see is me go through the projector scenes. What I'm going to do first is show y'all the little projector itself. Then I'm going to project it on a smaller space, and then I'm going to project it on a bigger space so y'all can see the difference.
So what I'm about to do is I'm going to put in just one projector, and then I am going to click on the different scenes within the app. I'll admit I'm honestly not impressed. I know with this projector, it's more about the little disc that you put in. Honestly, with the different scenes, all it does is make the main image fade in and out, which I don't know why you'd want that. And then the stars move a little differently, but let's go ahead and take a look at that. All right, so I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I already filmed my final thoughts which weren't very good. But here's the issue I had. I was trying to film the light whenever it was dusk. Like, it was dark in the house, but you know, it could have gotten darker. And I wasn't impressed. I guess how I should word it is you will only love this if you use it in a pitch black room. And that could be an issue for some of y'all. Whenever I try to use it in a dark room, I wasn't impressed. I was like, this needs to be brighter. I don't get the point why the lasers are only blue, which I am still disappointed in that. The moving lasers, you can only do blue. It's just not poppy enough. I just wasn't happy, but I waited till it got like pitch black, and holy moly, it is so much better in a pitch black room. The contrast, the colors, how amazing the image looks is superb. So I will say in a pitch black room, it's super cool. It's amazing. But in a dark room, it's almost not worth buying unless you're gonna use it in a pitch black room, like when you're going to sleep, or maybe you're listening to music just staring at the ceiling. I mean, outside of that, I'll go over some other issues that I had with it. Guys, the whole take this out, get this and put it in, it's a bit obnoxious. I think rather than having the 8 different little slides like this, I think it'd be better if they just had a bunch of different ones like this that are already pre-built. That way you can just pop it out and pop a new one in. Here's one of the issues. And they even, if I have it with me, they even on the manual give you permission to put your fingers on this. Guys, this is like a little, like, your finger marks smudge on it so easily. So it's like whenever you take it out to put in a new one, you'd have to clean it off. But even on the manual picture, they have them holding it like that. Like, and it's a pain to get out of here. I film myself in one part trying to take it out, and it's just, I don't know. It's like the more I do it, the faster I get. But it's still just kind of an obnoxious process. And the fact that your finger marks get on it, like I'm looking at all of these down right here, and I see my finger marks on all of them. I don't really like that. It gets hot fast, not the whole device, but whenever I was testing these out, I would put them in for like 30-40 seconds and pop them out. Just in that 30-40 seconds, like, this was hot to the touch. So I don't know what that means for its life and how long it can last. I know that was an issue on some of the other ones. I do like the app, but I'm gonna be honest, guys, I don't see the point in there being different scenes. I really don't. I feel like there should just be this, and then you just change how the stars move. Because whenever I would click on a different scene, there's not enough of a difference to call it a different scene. Like, and all they're doing differently is the main one that you put in here might fade in and out, which, why would you want that main thing to fade in and out? Like, I could understand like a gradual start, fade, and then get bigger and stay that way. But why would you want the main light flashing on and off or fading differently? Like, or sometimes the stars would move differently. Like, there wasn't enough of a distinction between the scenes to be called scenes. So I was kind of disappointed in that. I'm disappointed that it's only a blue laser. I've seen lots of other laser lights, like even their outdoor projector, where it's only green. So why couldn't you do green and blue in this at least? So I was a bit disappointed in that. I mean, outside of that, I don't know. It's one of those that when you hate it, you hate it. And I hated it for a little while. I was like, it was just a pain to do all of this. I had to have a pitch black room for it to work, and I just wasn't happy. But whenever you are in that pitch black room and you're watching it and you find the perfect spot, and it does fill up a big space, guys. That's a pro. It fills up a real big space, and being able to fine tune it to make it sharper works. But whenever you find that good spot, you're like, I love this. Wow. Oh, and it's also practically silent, so that's awesome. But yeah, guys, that's been the Govee Galaxy Projector Pro 2 or 2 Pro light. I hope that I helped y'all and informed y'all. Please like, share, and subscribe, guys. I'm reaching 500,000 views, and I'm still under 2,000 subscribers, and my Govee products always get me lots of views. So please subscribe. I'm trying to grow my channel and do this as much as I can. But anyways, guys, catch y'all on the next one.
Space, 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 space.